Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. You can follow me on Twitter at Movies TV. Not what? What did I just say? Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. You can follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. That's better. And welcome to Sunday Night Live with yours truly, Mick. Ronnie Dodge. Hey, Mick. Garnacho, what a young, talented player, but we must keep his feet on the ground. There have been problems with him. He must be, and Eric will do that. But I'm very, very happy. Great goal. Great way to sign off for the World Cup. Brilliant. Well done, United. Isaac Cruz Pineda. Hey, Mick, Ronnie Dodge, keep his ego in check. Yep. But we got the right manager to do that. He don't take any shit. Yeah, so welcome to Sunday Night Live with me, Mick. Our headlines tonight, Keaton with reduced role in the Flash movie. Will the Flash movie take $1 billion? It has everything to interest people. Cameos, Easter eggs. It treads in Man of Steel. A decade after the movie, the decade after the launch of the DCEU, the Flash movie celebrates the DCEU. But Michael Keaton will no longer be the Earth 1 Batman. I repeat, originally Michael Keaton was going to be our brand new Batman full time. Now, a dumb idea, by the way. I love Michael Keaton as Batman, but a dumb idea. Obviously, it's not going to happen. So you'll still see him in the Flashpoint universe, but you won't see him in the new Earth 1. So that's what's going on there. And I'm asking tonight, will the Flash movie make $1 billion? It's interesting, isn't it? Because with what's going on in DC Universe, and I expect lots more revelations within the future of DC before we actually see that movie proper as well. So, yeah, interesting stuff. But yes, Michael Keaton no longer the Earth 1 Batman. Yeah, I'm happy about that. I want a young Batman. I want a Batman who's around 25, 30, 35 maybe. But I want a Batman just starting out. Wait a minute. Robert Pattinson's Batman's just starting out. You know what I mean? I'm 50, so old age comes to all of us. But Michael Keaton can't be Batman in Earth 1. He can't, can he? Does anyone actually believe that Michael Keaton would have worked as the Earth 1 Batman? Does anyone actually believe that? John, where did you hear that? Michael Keaton has a reduced role in The Flash. Somebody told me. Somebody really, really who knows their stuff. No, not that idiot from Geekosity. I got it from somewhere else, but this always, I called this anyway. I called this. Why would Michael Keaton be the Earth 1 Batman? By the way, John, just to reiterate what's going on here, Michael Keaton will no longer be the Earth 1 Batman, and in The Flash, he will just be in the Flashpoint universe. Tyrone, well, 50, Mick, thought you were in your 60s. Oh, right. But you see, when you're confident in yourself, Tyrone, your age really doesn't matter. Yes, unfortunately, because I'm such a sexy, beautiful man with bags of personality, people like Tyrone, who probably in reality are probably 30 stone, ugly. I suppose that's why he's hiding his identity. And were I having the time of my life at 50, I don't think Tyrone is having the time of his life, is he? Otherwise, he wouldn't have said that shit, would he? But when you're jealous of someone who's superior to you, that's me. Yeah, I'm superior to you because I'm not hiding. Look at me. Look at me. I'm not hiding. But Gen Z Tyrone thought he was going to put a clever little comment. But it didn't work, did it? Because look at me. Look at me. I've got a big donker. I know how to pleasure the women. I go out. I have a good time. Got my own YouTube channel, write and produce and star in my own plays. I've been in a reality show. Poor little Tyrone. Oh, don't cry, little Tyrone. Maybe if you've got a girlfriend, pass her over here so she can know what a real man is. John, I would not have believed you if you said you got your information from Mikey Sutton. I have never got my information from Mikey Sutton. I may have echoed what he said before, but yeah, I'm Premier League. I'm Premier League. I know what I'm talking about. Mickey Sutton or Mikey Sutton or whatever he is an opportunist. He was hiding away in his mama's cellar. He was very angry. Tyrone, only an age, Mick. No need to get upset about it. But wasn't that your intention, Tyrone? Wasn't that your intention? You spiteful little man. You spiteful little, insignificant little man. Why did you say it, Tyrone? Because you wanted me to get upset, didn't you? Haven't I given you what you wanted, Tyrone? If that's indeed actually your name, right? Yeah? That's what you wanted. Why don't you go away? Yeah? Why don't you go away? You're not wanted on here. We don't want you on here. You stink. Go away. Sod off. We are not interested in hateful people here. Go to TikTok. Go somewhere else. We're not interested. Unless you want to talk about the subject at hand, go away. Don't respond to me again. Do you understand me? Don't make another comment. Do you understand me? Don't make another comment. I dare you to make another comment. Don't make another comment on my chat again. All right? Go away. Just go away. It's up to you. It's up to you. Your fate is up to you, right? Right? I've got a nice little tracker on my computer. I can find you, right? Don't comment on my channel again. John, Michael Keaton is a great actor, but I don't want to see him as the main Batman in the DCEU. Yeah, he's far too old. He can't. It was a ridiculous. It's proof that these people had no idea what they were doing. But it's Michael Keaton. They thought they'd sell some toys. Welcome to Sunday Night Live with me, Mick. There are your headlines up there. Will the Flash movie make $1 billion? Will it be a success? Does it have to be a success? Does it matter anymore what the Flash movie does? Yeah, Keaton's a great Batman. Keaton's a great Batman, but yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. I really don't. I really don't. John, I would love to know if you've got any of the Batman 89 merchandise back in the day. To be honest with you, John, I don't buy merch. I buy Blu-rays, I buy DVDs and stuff. But yeah, I don't buy merch. I mean, there was a lot of merch to buy, and I know they made a lot of money on the merch. But what about you, John? Have you got any Batman 89 merch? They come on here, hiding their identities, right? Trying to be mean, trying to be nasty, because that's all they know. They don't know how to have an intelligent conversation, right? if you want to get, look, if you want to get in with me, right, if you want to insult me, at least don't hide who you are, because that makes you a basic B, right? And I'm not interested in basic Bs. Come on here, put a nice little picture of yourself, right? Give me your name and address and we'll talk. I won't have it. I won't have it on this channel. I won't have this nonsense on my channel. Grow up. Grow up. I treat people how they treat me at the end of the day. I mind my own business. I'm nice to people when they deserve it. I'm polite to people even when I disagree to them. I don't deserve shit like that. In fact, nobody deserves shit like that. This is a horrible little generation. Horrible. They hide away and they start. I don't like it because they bully people, and some people are not strong enough to handle it. And some people even take their own lives because of shit like that. And it isn't on. And you are not welcome on my channel if you're not willing to have a nice, friendly, polite conversation. I'm on my channel, minding my own business, talking to my subscribers as we do every single night. We don't want you here. But instead of apologizing, you said, wow, there's no need for you to get upset. But that's what you wanted me. You wanted me to get upset. I gave you what I was being kind. I gave you exactly what you wanted. Yeah, I just don't buy merch. It doesn't interest me, to be honest. I mean, I do have a few little Superman figures behind me, but they're just presents. I never bought them myself. If you look like me when you're in your 60s, mate, fucking hell. You'll be fucking lucky. Bit of a low turnout tonight. We'll see what happens when we're half an hour in. We'll see if I'm going to stay the pace, keep the pace. If it's boring and nobody's talking and there's not many people here, it's not worth staying, is it? But we'll see, we'll see. And what they do is, you see, they go from live video to live video trying it on. This is what they do. This is their lives. Imagine being that pathetic that you get a buzz out of upsetting people. Imagine being that sad. Be happy. Be nice to people. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Don't wind people up, then play the victim on the internet. You see, I'm happy to see Michael Keaton in the Flash movie, but to attempt to make him canon in another universe. But the reason they did that is because it's Michael Keaton. He's a popular Batman. Everything they did, Emmerich and Hamada, but Emmerich especially, and he was behind Justice League as well. Everything they attempted was lazy. That didn't have any work to it. So they thought, ready-made Batman, we'll make him canon. Those idiots will eat it up. It's never going to work because he ain't got the ability. to do the physical stuff, to be a prop. How can you believe that man can be Batman? How can you believe he can do it? It just wouldn't work. It's not earned. You need a proper Batman at a proper age doing his thing. John, Robin Williams was going to be cast as the Joker at one point. That's right. I tell you what, because they really were going for big names, weren't they? I mean, listen, make no mistake, Robin Williams would have been one hell of a fucking Joker. I mean, the man was so talented. But I don't regret Jack Nicholson instead of Robin Williams, because Jack Nicholson was sensational. I mean, if you can't get Robin Williams, or for some reason decide you don't want Robin Williams, then Jack Nicholson, I mean, obviously there's no one better than Jack Nicholson as an actor. So we were very, very lucky in that film. He was really, really good. He was the film. Basically, Nicholson is Batman 89. But an amazing performance, by the way, an amazing performance. I mean, the man, look, a lot of famous people would have gone in there, icons, wouldn't have even tried, just would have taken the big money he got. But I saw him in the BTS. He loved being there. He was literally happy to be there. Nicholson is nothing like the characters he plays. Obviously, he's older now. He's been suffering with dementia a little bit, so he's retired from acting, which is very sad. But, yeah, lovely man, comes across as a lovely man, and really was proud to be involved. And, you know, what a performance. Gave everything. And, I mean, the performance had depth, and the writing had depth to it. I mean, basically, he's not General Zod. He hasn't got a reason for being what he's being. He's just a fucking madman. The guy's just nuts. And some villains in reality are actually just nuts. Maybe they weren't orphans. Maybe they weren't abused by their parents. This guy's just a lunatic. And that's what the Joker is. He's just a lunatic. No rhyme, no reason. I think that's the most scariest villain, is the villain without any reason for being what they're being. And with the Joker, not just with Nicholson, but in the comics, this is a person who could literally just wipe you out or scare you or torture you. This is on another level character. And this is what makes Joker such a great character. And he's one of the best villains in comics, whether he's in graphic novels, television, or film. This is why they always make really good Joker. You can't make a bad Joker. It's very difficult to make a bad Joker. I know you're going to throw Leto at me, but it's difficult. John Jack's Joker with the Prince soundtrack is perfect. Yeah, I mean, insane moments when he's got the tape recorder on his shoulder. I mean, it's brilliant. Patsy, you're in your 60s? No, I'm not in my 60s. Didn't realise that. What do you think of Michelle Pfeiffer returning as Catwoman? She ain't. Basic bees. Basic bees. So many basic bees. Basic batch. Welcome to Movies TV Man. I'm Mick, your host with the most. Ask your girlfriends and your wives. Welcome to Sunday Night Live with me, Mick. The ones Gen Z can't handle. Michael Keaton has got a reduced role in The Flash. A movie that may not even matter anymore. Ezra Miller's final Flash appearance, maybe. John, also Jack's Joker reminded me of the Joker from the Batman 66 TV show. He didn't do that for me. I suppose I can see where you're coming from. But the Cesar Romero Joker from 66, he's great as well. Really good. A lot more campy, a lot more friendlier, of course, because that show was meant for children and, you know, they didn't want to scare the bejeepers out of people. But, yeah, I think most of the Jokers have been great. The thing is with Leto, he's the new 52 Joker. He's a bit more gangsterish. I mean, he probably doesn't really work as a Joker, if we're honest. It's an interesting choice. It's an interesting choice. I reckon very soon James Gunn's going to tell us if the DCU is going to be connected to the DCEU. That'll be a fun day on Twitter, won't it? I don't know. I don't know if the DCEU is going to be connected to the DCU. No idea. John Leto might have worked if he was not playing the Joker. The point is, my friend, he was playing the Joker. Really, why people mention you're 60? It's a put down. It's a put down. All I'm going to say is good luck with World War III when you're sent out to Russia to fight and you ain't got your devices with you. I won't be going. I'll have my excuses. Gen Z will be going to war. No devices, no hot takes, no fake propaganda. A generation who couldn't even handle being locked up in their own houses watching Netflix with their bovril. It's easy to go on the internet and make stupid comments. It's not so easy going in the real world. Good luck with World War III. It's going to be fun. It's not fair. I don't want to go to war. Poor old Gen Z. Must be terrible being the worst generation in the history of humanity. No, to be fair, they're very brave. They're very good at pulling statues down. Kal-El, how do you feel about the possibility of the reversal of the Zod neck snap in the Flash movie? Doesn't this resemble the old WB regime in that they're altering that was established? Right. They're not reversing that. They're not reversing that, right? we will see General Zod and Feora in the Flashpoint universe, yeah? Which means Flashpoint, not the real universe, Flashpoint. Things have changed because Barry's changed things. So basically, the original idea was that in this world, there's no Superman. There's just Supergirl. Zod murdered Superman as a baby in the Flashpoint universe. So they tread in a Man of Steel kind of thing, but really, it's Girl of Steel. It's her world now, not Cal's. Cal is dead. So there is no reversal of the next snapping. You can't. It wouldn't have surprised me, maybe that secretly they were planning that, the other regime, but I don't see that happening. But, you know, Zod, Shannon, and Feora are there in the Flashpoint universe. But they were never going to be a thing again. Well, maybe they would have done. Maybe they would have done. I don't know what the original plan was. I don't see that happening. But let's just say it does happen. Let's just say when Barry goes back to Earth 1, he's changed some things. And Zod happens to be there. Actually, I don't mind, right? It's a new timeline. The next snapping has happened, but in another timeline. This is a new timeline. So Zod can be part of a new timeline. And Kal-El, don't you think when you've got a Zod as good as Shannon Zod, don't you think it's dumb to kill him off in the first movie when we could have had him back again and again and again? Namor, maybe because you're too old in your 60s is why you're not going. You can join the dad's army instead. Well, if I can get away with not going to war and pretending I'm 60, then why not? Why not, eh? At the end of the day, Namor, it's your silly little generation that are going to have to go out there without your devices, without your mummies and daddies, and I'll be sitting at home doing whatever I want and laughing at your dumb generation. So keep, you know, this geezer, right, has created free accounts. All that attention for me. I know you want me, Namor. I know you want me, Namor. Come here, Namor. Do you like men, Namor? Kal-El, do you think Supergirl's storyline will tie into the empty pod on the Kryptonian ship that appeared in MOS? I don't think that was ever a thing in the Flash movie. I don't think they ever touched on it in the Flash movie. So no, unless they're going to continue this Man of Steel sequel and kind of tie it in, but I don't think they're going to do that. John, what are your thoughts on the new Flash suit? Yeah, it's all right. Look, it looks good. It's a good suit. I don't think it's a terrible suit. I don't think it's the best suit they could have made, but it looks okay. It's a bit like a Christmas tree in a way, isn't it? So I'm thinking Namor, Riri, Batsy are all the same people. All that effort for me, I am flattered. He's probably going to come in with another account soon. It's the same bloke who lost against me when we were arguing about the Flash months ago, and he hasn't let it go. It's very hard to be defeated by me. Keep on getting defeated by me. Enjoy World War III. Imagine, right? He thought it was a good comeback to say, you'll be joining Dad's army. Oh, no! Really? But does that mean I don't have to fight in the war? Yeah, mate. You will. You'll have to go to war without your device. Good luck. I mean, right. Who's from my generation? You know when we went to school, we used to proper cuss each other, right? These people, you're 60. Oh my God, you said I was 60. Oh my God, what a clever put down. Imagine them in our schools. They wouldn't last 5 minutes. John, you are very popular, Mick. Listen, look, whoever likes me, whoever doesn't. You know, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for the good people. I'm here for the bad people. But thank you, John. Always good to talk to you. Ezra Miller won't be the Flash anymore. Ezra Miller's going home. He won't be the Flash anymore. He's going to be all poor. Welcome to Movies TV Mad Live. I am Mick. I'm your host with the most. Always remember one thing when they hate you. The more they see you on the internet, the more upset they get. Always remember that. Keep on coming back. Because they don't have the guts to have a YouTube channel or to put themselves out there. Oh, Mickey Boy does, though. Hello, do you think the criticism of Everett is hypocritical considering Gunn's checkered past? No. Right. Okay, Kal-El. I think you've said something without any logic, but I'm going to talk to you about this logically, right? Ezra Miller is accused of grooming. I don't know if it's true. He's accused of basically physically assaulting two women at two different times. He's accused of breaking into a property, breaking into a couple's property while they were at home. James Gunn simply made some jokes. Now, I don't agree with the jokes that he made, but he made them. He didn't break any law. Tell me what you... By the way, you're going to say, yes, he made jokes about children and he's gone to apparently, I don't know, but he's gone to some paedophile parties, apparently. I don't know. Ezra Miller is accused of grooming. You tell me what's worse. What law has James Gunn broken? I don't like his jokes, but he apologized for them, right? Whether he meant it or not, it doesn't matter, right? What has he done? What law has James Gunn broken? But you know damn well that Ezra Miller is accused of grooming. Again, I don't know if it's true, but your parents of a certain young child, think it's a serious situation. So don't you think you're being hypocritical? John, have they recasted one of the Shazam family in Shazam 2? Bit confused about this. I know that, I forgot her name now. I think one's playing both versions, and I think she always, one's playing both versions because she didn't in the first film, which I think was a mistake. I don't know. I don't think so, but I'm not sure. I think the only thing is, it's is it Mary Marvel? I don't know. I can't remember her name now. So I think the only recast is like the older version of the younger version. I think she's playing both. Kello, I don't actually like her, but I feel if these stories are true, he should have been arrested and charged already immediately. Well, I suppose. But you do realise he has been charged multiple times and he is accused of multiple things. They're very, very serious. So whether you're a fan of his or not, I think there's a big difference to what James Gunn did. That he was punished. He was fired from Disney. He was shamed around the whole world, right? But he didn't break the law. As I wouldn't say unethical, but obviously, personally, I don't think making fun of children, who are abused or whatever, or joking about child abuse is a thing to joke about. So, but at the end of the day, right, he didn't break any law. You see, because he's got a rise out of me now, right? So he's there, right? He's about 4 or 5 accounts. It's so predictable. I'm looking fabulous, my friend. I'm looking fabulous. Is calling yourself shining supposed to be intimidating? Poor old Gen Z. They couldn't intimidate anyone. They couldn't intimidate a Smurf. Poor bloke. Poor bloke. Keeps on losing against me. What a shame. I'm not rattled, my friend. I'm not rattled. You're rattled because you keep on coming back for more. I'm not rattled. You are. I'm winning. You're losing. You're wasting your oxygen, not me. I'm here anyway. I'm here to have a nice little chat. For some reason, because Ezra Miller isn't going to be the Flash anymore. Yes, I'm an old man. I'm sure I am an old man compared to you. So what? I was born in 1972. That's right. Do better. Use your imagination. You wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes at my school, son. Keep on coming back for more. That's it. I'm an old man. That's right. Yes. Yes. I was born in, yes, if you want, I was born in 1962. That's right. Yes. That's all you've got, isn't it? That's all you've got. Ezra Miller will never play the Flash again. Ezra Miller is going to prison. Ezra Miller is going to prison. No more Ezra Miller the Flash. You lost the original argument and you're losing again. Keep on, keep on. You lost. Come back for some more big slapping, mate. That's it. I'm enjoying myself. Go on. Kal-El, Ezra can be changed easy because it's happened before in the Flash universe. Yes, Ezra Miller is irrelevant, yeah, and I just don't understand people who support him, Kal-El. People like The Shining, who are fans of Ezra Miller. Apparently, he likes paedophiles. Oh, poor. Really? Really? That's all you've got? Relax, Mick. Don't cry. So funny. It's hilarious, isn't it? When you see a basic bitch who doesn't even know how to put down properly, as I said, you wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes. Okay, if more bad news comes out about Ezra, this will negatively affect the Flash movie and possibly DCU going forward. Though I hear the film is amazing. The DCU won't be affected. The new universe that James Gunn and Peter Safran are in charge of won't be affected. If anything else happens, the Flash movie will be shelved. The Flash movie is, there's a new plan. So it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter at all. It can't hurt the new universe. John, have you heard of the YouTuber What's So? Yes, he's the biggest bullshitter. He's a bigger bullshitter than Mickey Sutton. Yes, I have heard of him, yeah. I think he's a Snyderverse stan, isn't he? Kalal, why does everyone hate Mickey Sutton? Because he's a bullshitter. I find it ridiculous considering the amount of scoopers out there, people tend to pick on him. Kalal, just because there's other scoopers out there, Mickey Sutton is famous for being a bullshitter. That's why people don't like him. What don't you understand? Mick, Shining, got your bus pass yet, Mick? Not yet. I'll be waiting by the post box tomorrow for it. As I said to a comedian once, you need new material. Kal-El, did you like Doctor Sleep? I never saw it. I don't think it did too well, though, did it? Kal-El, the sequel to Shining? Yeah, I know. Does The Shining need a sequel? No. The Shining was fine, but no, I never saw it. I wasn't interested. You know, as The Shining keeps on saying, I'm a very old man and I'm very, very picky about what I watch, especially when I don't have long left, you know. So I don't waste my oxygen on Marvel or Disney Star Wars anymore. John watched Aquaman for the first time yesterday and really enjoyed it. What? You've never saw Aquaman before? Wow. It's a brilliant movie. Absolutely fantastic. It was even better because Ezra Miller weren't in it. Shining, Mick looks like a turtle without its shell. Wow. Wow. Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. John, it was on the TV for the first time. Kal-El, Aquaman was a good film, but some parts was cringy. Is Mira eating flowers? Kal-El, mate, it's a joke. It's humour. You know we're allowed to have humour in films. You know, actually, let's get into this a bit. Today, I was rewatching the Lego Batman movie. This is an animated Lego Batman movie with humour, fun, and emotion about a Batman who finds it hard to connect with people. If every DC movie had the feeling, gave you the feeling that this movie did, they'd be a lot more successful by now. It's okay to have an enjoyable vibe to a movie. So I didn't find Aquaman cringy at all. I really enjoyed it. The whole point is she's only come to the surface. She doesn't know anything. It's like when Queen Atlanta eats the fish. Smash the like button, everyone. John, I love the opening in the final battle of Aquaman. Yes, so good. Kal-El, is the Flash DCEU or DCU? Well, this is the question, isn't it? Are these 4 movies coming out still DCEU or are they DCU? I mean, that's what I'd like to know. I'd like to know that as well. I don't think they are DCU personally. Kal-El, they changed the actor for the father, and is Iris from Zack Snyder's Justice League in this film? Well, in the test screening I saw, yes. But she's not in it a lot. She has a ridiculous amount of screen time. Kal-El, Aquaman special effects are amazing. Listen, you know, James Wan is a brilliant director. Just imagine what kind of Green Lantern movies he would make. He's so good. So good. But he doesn't fuck around. That's why he could never do a Marvel movie. He's a perfectionist. And at WB, they allow you a lot more to be a perfectionist. Kal-El, I also like Sandberg. I think he's underrated. Sandberg's brilliant. I like Sandberg because he's got a sense of humour. But his Shazam movie, look, I had a good time with it. My nephews and nieces did. My siblings did. Just a really fun movie with no problem. Just shining. Time you have to be back at the care home. Home tonight, Mick. Oh, what time? Oh, I think I can get in by midnight. Kal-El, Shazam got a little dark with the office scene. My nephew jumped out of his skin. Do you know what? Kids have been watching Doctor Who for years to be scared. So that's what I like about Shazam. It's got light moments, but it's also a dark movie because that universe is a little bit unnerving. So credit to them for giving us a nice kind of family vibe movie with a great message in it, but also not ducking the darker issues. And I thought Savannah was a great villain, and Mark Strong's always had great quality. He's amazing. By the way, his performance is sensational. Come on, everyone. 9 views and 3 likes. Come off it. You're taking the piss out of me. Come on. Thank you very much, whoever did that. Very charitable of you. Kal-El, for now. Cheers, my friend. Thank you. I always appreciate it. I'm nowhere near being monetized, though. I don't think I'm ever going to be monetized at this rate. That office scene, though, was fucking fucked up, though, wasn't it? It really was. The way he just chucked the brother out. Villager, hey, Mick, good evening, Villager. How are you doing tonight? Kal-El, Shazam gave my 84 Ghostbuster feels in that scene. Yeah, it was cool, wasn't it? Villager, what the fuck were all this Snyder bots coming from? Kal-El, me. Kal-El, Snyder bots, I'm not a bot, this is a myth. Kal-El, did you like Black Adam? I love Black Adam. Yeah, I had a really good time with it. Yeah, it's a really good DC movie. John, wasn't John Glover in Shazam? Yes. Not. Yes, yes, it was Shazam, wasn't it? Yeah, he played Dr. Savannah's father, didn't he? Yeah, brilliant actor. Of course, always be remembered for Smallville and what he did. Shame about Darkseid Lionel in the series finale. That was bad. I wouldn't have even done that to my worst enemy. Villager, he's not actually a Snyder fan. He's literally got like 8 accounts in the chat right now. Just ignore him, please. John, and he also voiced the Riddler in Batman the Animated Series. Yes, he's very famous for doing that, yeah. Wonderful actor, yeah. I was watching the original Justice League series today. MFC Productions, good evening. Hi, Mick. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I'm fantastic. Hope you're doing well as well. And welcome to the live chat. This is Movies TV Man, and we're having a great live tonight, and I'm really enjoying myself. Kal-El, John Glover was in Scrooge. Yeah, one of my favourite seasonal movies. Yeah, he's brilliant in that as well. He's brilliant in everything he does. He was in Gremlins, wasn't he? Was it Gremlins or Gremlins 2? Kal-El, the best Christmas movie ever. I love it, especially that final bit when he gets all emotional. I always cry in that moment. Absolutely love that movie. Villager, Mick, Wakanda Forever is underperforming. Well, in terms of peak Marvel, it's definitely underperforming, but the box office is really good, by the way. It's going to make about $500 million by next weekend, so that's not bad, obviously. But they're not, listen, they're not making the money they once were. Kal-El, I often thought the fairy in Scrooge would have been a good Harley Quinn. That's it, but I don't know how I missed it, but I just realised today that Amy Adams was in Smallville. That's right. She was a meteor freak. She was having the milkshake. Great performance. Great performance. John, is John Glover the only Smallville actor who has done voice work? No, Michael Rosenbaum played the Flash, I think, in Justice League. And there may be some others as well. MFC Productions, just ignore him. He's got like 8 accounts in the chat. He's just trying to get under my skin. Don't worry about it. Kal-El, Amy Adams is a hot woman. She certainly is, and a very good actress as well. He got a bit of a rise out of me earlier, and he keeps on trying to get another 6. And now he's repeating himself. Kal-El, do you think Darkseid, where are we? Kal-El, do you think Darkseid will be the main villain going forward? Not necessarily, no. MFC Productions. Okay, I will, Mick. I just really dislike people like that, as they are of no good to anyone, just spoiling other people's fun. They're not spoiling our fun, my friend. Don't let them spoil you. Don't let him or let it spoil your fun. John Amy Adams was in an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I didn't know that because I never used to watch that show religiously. FC Productions. Oh, don't worry, he, she, it hasn't. I always enjoy coming to your lives as they are the highlight of my evening. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, MFC Productions, and it's great to have you here. No, I'm not going to block him. That's what he wants. He's got like 8 accounts. He's literally got 8 accounts on this chat. I'm not going to waste my time. Bat Super. John Glover was also in Batman and Robin as Jason Woodrue, aka Floronic Man. That's right. Another great performance. Yeah. Hello, are you looking forward to Rebel Moon? I'm looking forward to Rebel Moon a great deal. Yes, I'm very excited. Hello, did you like the Nolan trilogy? I did. My favourite one is Batman Begins. Abraham Herrera, nah, that's good. Let the traffic be. It's good for the channel. Good evening, Abraham Herrera. MFC Productions. Christ, the amount of spam, dodgy websites in the chat today is crazy. No, it's all one person. It's all one person. Kal-El, WB treated Nolan badly too they didn't actually, no, actually, Kal-El, they didn't. They didn't actually treat him badly, right? They released his film Tenet, right? During a pandemic, the peak of the pandemic. He was egging people on to go to movie theaters and risking their lives. Then he got upset about the day and date, but his movie was never day and date. They honored his wishes. So he got pissed off because of the day and date, but they never did anything wrong to him personally. MFC Productions, have you heard that the Daleks are going to have a new design in RTD2? No. Well, they're going to be pink this time. We will see what they look like. Yeah, the former regime, Kal-El, that's right. But John, a lot of people are saying Zack Snyder could do the Gears of War movie for Netflix. Maybe. Snyder Cut fan. Oh, yeah, MFC Productions. Oh, Christ, I hope not. The 2010 victory of the Daleks were... Do you know what? I didn't mind them so much. I know everyone got angry about it. Kal-El, did you watch Tenet? I did. I thought it was a masterpiece, unpopular opinion. I went to the cinema. It was empty. Glorious. I don't think it was one of his strongest personally. MFC Productions, they reminded me of Power Rangers. Yeah, I didn't mind it. I know everyone lost their shit, but it didn't bother me that much. At all, actually. It just didn't faze me. It's like that episode when he takes not Clara, to her first trip. And I thought that was a great episode and everyone hated it. Jamie Tipton one evening says Black Adam a hit film. I enjoyed it. I think it's a solid hit and I enjoyed it too. It's not a record breaker or anything, but I think it's done okay. And people are going back to watch it. It's got good legs, by the way. And apparently Atom Smasher is going to get a spin-off, which is very good news. Abraham Herrera, Nolan tends to make movies about his personal scientific beliefs, Tenet, Interstellar, Memento, etc. I really like Memento. I actually think Memento is probably the best thing he's ever done. Tenet didn't really make much of an effect. I liked Interstellar. That was cool. MSC Productions, only another 375 days and we get more Doctor Who. The wait is going to be a long one. Yeah. Well, you know what to do. Rewatch everything, and then by the time you've rewatched everything, it'll probably be time to watch it. I think we do need the space, actually. I do need a break from it. Hello, did you see Black Adam as a villain or an anti-hero? Will this make it difficult to battle Shazam as his arch nemesis? No, because they could. I don't know how they could do it. Obviously, he's now kind of, in the middle of things, but I still think they could have a good old battle. But again, we don't know if that's going to happen because we don't know what's going on with the DCEU opposed to the DCU. So we have to wait. What they're planning. What are they planning? I don't know. Jamie Tipton 1. Any idea on when we get this Indiana Jones teaser trailer? My guess it will be released in December. I don't know, to be honest with you. I haven't really thought about it. Who knows? There's a lot of stuff going around about that film. It's going to be an interesting one. MFC Productions, yes, I agree, would be too early to bring Tennant in again, as it would feel like Jodie Whittaker was just pushed to the side, and for her fans not being able to grieve her regeneration. No, that's not the reason. I just think we need space from Doctor Who for a while. I think we really do. Not that we've had that many episodes from Chibnall anyway. I mean, there's plenty of doctors that are not my doctor that I didn't feel. Basically, I didn't feel Jodie's doctor, and I didn't feel Peter Capaldi's doctor, even though I respect him. Matt Smith, I kind of got into after Amy and Rory left. Hello, are you interested in the haircut? I would like to see it. I'm not desperate to see it, but it would be nice to see it. MFC Productions, I heard that the test screenings for Indiana Jones 5 hasn't gone down well. According to a Google search I did today in the hopes, I find a recording of the trailer shown to a select amount of people. Well, let me explain to you. According to the director, there's been no screenings. Disney don't do test screenings. Disney show the screenings to employees and people in the high positions. That's how they do it. Now, according to the director, there hasn't been any screenings. Now, what you're saying is the trailer's been screened for some people, and maybe people didn't like what they saw. I have no idea what's going on. I don't think we actually needed this movie. I think he's far too old to be making this movie. And they're even talking about spin-off stuff on not HBO Max, but Disney Plus. I love Indy. I like the Lucas and Spielberg movies. But I'm not interested in what Disney have to say about stuff that I grew up with. Not interested at all. I'm done with Marvel. I'm done with Disney Star Wars. And I'm not interested in their Indiana Jones. Kal-El, what did you think of the casting of Joe Morton as Cyborg's father? I thought it was very clever because he played Miles Bennett Dyson in T2. I think it's great casting because he's a bloody good actor. Kal-El, nice link. Villager, I'm back. What's up? Still on the brink. MSC Productions. I think it wasn't. They should have left it with the Crystal Skull and put it to bed. It just feels like they're milking the cow dry. Well, that's what modern day Hollywood do. In fact, Hollywood have always milked the cow dry. Villager, is Keaton still in the Flash? Yes, but he won't be the new Batman. He'll be in the Flashpoint segments, but he will not be the new Batman. From what I've been told. They did make some changes back in May to the movie. And it's around the time Gunn and Safran were secretly appointed as co-chairs of DC Studios. Villager, as long as we see Keaton again, I'll be fine. I don't need him to be the new Batman. Bob, but you said you've seen the movie. I saw an early test screening. Yes, there's been changes since then, considerable changes. And even now, even if people get to see the test screening, it's going to be different. The test screening is what it says on the card, test screening. Marcus Walker, I can't believe he was going to be the main universe Batman. Hamada was off his rock. Absolutely. Absolutely insane decision. But also what was insane was to replace Superman with Supergirl. Nuts. John, what did you think of Manhunter in Smallville? Brilliant. I've spoken to the actor before on Twitter. He is great. He's actually in Jingle All the Way as well as a commentator. But yeah, they did great versions of these characters. He was a great John Jones, much better than the guy on Supergirl. Villager, I wouldn't have minded it if I'm being honest. He was a phenomenal Batman. Villager, think about it logically. He's in his 70s. How can he be Batman, my friend? How can he fight? Think about it. It's nostalgia bait, isn't it? No, we need a proper Batman. We need a proper Batman in this universe, and we're going to get one. I love Michael Keaton. Kal-El, did you like the Batman? Oh, I love the Batman. I think it's got one of the best third acts in comic book movie history. Villager, many 70-year-olds are fit and can throw punches. Oh, come on, Villager. Is that really what you want from DC? You don't want a Batman, we can follow the journey of. He's had his time. He's had his time. Marcus Walker, and not even that universe is Supergirl. Sasha Calle is an Elseworld Supergirl, correct? Villager, Robert Pattinson will be the main new Batman. I'm calling it now. Bob, Batman Beyond. I don't mind Rob being the new Batman. I think that's good because he's at the beginning of his journey. Batman Beyond would also be cool. I'm a big fan of Batman Beyond. What a great idea. Still saddened by the death of Kevin Conroy. Marcus Walker, Dean Cain for DCU Superman. It's okay, I'm good. And obviously we know Henry's going to be the DCU Superman. So that's good. Dean Cain can join the MCU. Maybe he can be in the Wakanda Forever called Bob. Ben, Marcus, ban Marcus for that comment. Villager, Zachary Levi would have made a great Superman. This is my hot take of the day. That's your opinion and you're entitled to it. That's what I'm going to say about that because I'm a polite lad. If I'm too rude to people, my mum and dad will haunt me. We have 9 viewers. We have 8 likes. Villager, Mick looks so done today, lol. Marcus Walker, do you think Zachary Levi is miscast as Shazam? I think I was surprised he got the gig. But I like him. I think he plays it well. Kal-El, will Dr. Fate be recasted? Well, Pierce Brosnan reckons he's been in talks to do more, but who knows? Villager, Zach is perfect as Shazam, but he's aging rapidly. No, he's not. Let's see how good you look. I think, Zach is in his 40s, isn't he? John, and Robert Pattinson is only 36, so he could play the main Batman in the new DCU. Yes, he could. It's better than using a 70-year-old man. Marcus Walker, I prefer the suit from the first Shazam to the new look too overcomplicated. No, I love both. I love both. Villager, with only 21 low, he's only 40, but he... Villager, well, I'm only 21. Well, let's see how you look like when you're his age, right? Oh, I forgot. You probably think you're not going to get to his age. But he looks 56. No, he doesn't. He does not look 56. No offense to him. You just can't look middle-aged playing a perfect superhero who looks like a god. He doesn't look 56, Villager. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You've got the wrong end of the stick there. Yeah, Kal-El, exactly. Exactly, Kal-El. Villager is on proper propaganda merchant mode tonight, isn't he? Kal-El, I thought Zachary Levi's sister in Chuck would have been a good Wonder Woman. She has the Linda Carter vibe. Let me tell you something about her. I was so in love with her. So in love with her. I had a major crush on her. But it's bad super Villager. I love Keaton too, but let's be realistic. Marcus Walker, no more Linda Carter vibes for Wonder Woman, please. Not after last time. Villager, I'm not a propaganda merchant, lol. Kal-El, Prime Linda Carter is way hotter than Prime Gadda. I don't know. Gal's very beautiful and elegant. Villager, well, Keaton shouldn't be the main Batman, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if he stuck around for a few movies. You know what I would love from Keaton? For him and Tim Burton to reunite, to do a Batman 3, do a sequel to Batman Returns. But in terms of this Flashpoint shit, I don't know. If him and Burton returned to do a sequel to Returns, I'd be very happy with that. Villager, but Keaton doesn't seem to even care about his role. He's just here for a quick paycheck. Like, yeah, he don't give a shit. You can tell he's not interested in the slightest, and he's not even hiding it. John, did you like the Batman did not say much in the Batman? I think he said quite a bit in the Batman, my friend. I think he talked quite a lot, actually. Marcus Walker, I think Keaton should have had Batman 3 and then included him in the Flash. They should have built it up more. I just don't think there was... Look, the Flash movie is a multiverse movie. So I'm cool with seeing all these classic iterations of DC live action. But, you know, don't overuse him. Don't overuse anyone. I think Batman 3, but, you know, if you want to cameo him, but he's not a DCEU Batman. He's not part of that universe. That was just classic nostalgia bait. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Villager, Batman Returns will always be amazing. Yes, it will. It's a sensational movie. It really is a great movie, and I think that Burton prefers that one to Batman 89. Isaac Cruz Pineda, hey Mick, sorry I'm late. Any news today? Michael Keaton's role in The Flash will be reduced and he'll only be in the Flashpoint segment of the film. Batman Returns is 100% Burton. Oh yeah, it's got classic Burton vibes, hasn't it? I love it. I think it's great. Kal-El, which Batman would fill you with the most fear if you saw them in a dark alley and you was a criminal? Lego Batman. Definitely Lego Batman. Villager, is this intel from you or was it reported in the media? No, it's from me. But it's a popular thing. Lego Batman, one of my favourite Batmans, by the way. Great movie, great movie. They're the vibes I'd like to see from more DC movies. I came out of the cinema and I felt like I'd seen something cool and entertaining. And it was quite emotional at times as well. Marcus Walker, sadly, no Lego Batman 2. WB lost Lego rights to Universal. Yeah, Universal ain't going to do anything good with it. The problem is, what do Universal have? What do they own? I mean, maybe they could have a Lego Hulk, maybe. Kal-El, Kim Basinger was smoking hot in Batman 89. She wasn't really my cup of tea. I prefer Michelle Pfeiffer personally. But yeah, I like Kim. I liked Kim as an actress. Very classic. She was great in LA Confidential. Wow. Kim Basinger. John, do you know who any of the voice talent is in the Lego Batman movie? Yeah, I know. I forgot the guy's name who plays Batman, but he plays BoJack Horseman as well. And I love BoJack Horseman. Bat Super, Nicole Kidman in Batman Forever. Oh yeah, Nicole Kidman, man. Go and watch her in a film called Dead Calm, one of her early films with Sam Neill. You will like it. You will like it. Hello, Aquaman's mother. That's right. Bat Super. Will Arnett. Yeah, he's a great Batman. Jamie Tipton won. I really can't imagine the Flash making $1 billion, maybe half of that. Yeah, the only reason I would suspect, and look, I can't see any DC movie doing that at the moment, but yeah, I think because of the cameos and all kind of maybe people, yeah, but I can see your point for sure. I mean, I don't have much hope for any of next year's movies. Shazam will make Shazam money, basically money. The Flash movie, who knows? I mean, Blue Beetle, I can't see it doing more than Shazam or Black Adam. I mean, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. If Amber wasn't so hated, maybe could do really good money. Kal-El, do you think CGI Reed will appear in The Flash? Yes, definitely, definitely. Marcus Walker, I don't see The Flash even breaking even with the massive budget delays and Ezra's antics. John, I have seen Dead Calm. It's a good film, right? If you like Nicole Kidman, you're gonna have a good time with that. And Billy Zane, a very young Billy Zane in that as the villain. Yeah. If you want to have sex with Nicole Kidman, you're going to like that film. Villager, Blue Beetle will make a good profit. I promise you this. Of course, obviously having a Cobra Kai actor in it may help it. I don't know. Jamie Tipton 1, they need to start promoting Blue Beetle as I've never heard of it, to be honest. Well, they're not going to jump to Blue Beetle when they've got Shazam Fury of the Gods coming out early in 2023. I mean, they've started promoting it, Shazam Fury of the Gods now. DC fans will watch these movies, but the general audience, Villager Shazam 2 will make more than Black Adam and show The Rock who the real man is. Marcus Walker, Blue Beetle will do well in Latin America. They love DC. Not sure about everywhere else. Well, that's the problem. They have to do well everywhere, don't they? That's the point. So, yeah. The DC movies, TV, and the whole DC, the new DCU needs to be branded properly. And I believe that James Gunn and Peter Safran will do that. The DCEU is a terrible brand. It does not work as a brand. They have $1 billion movie. John, did you ever see the movie Dracula Untold? I did. Yeah, I was talking about it with my brother. Really good movie. Well, the DCU will be fine. Fingers crossed. I hope so. But they've got a big job on their hands. And good luck to them. Jamie Titton won. Black Adam would have been making a lot more if it wasn't banned in China for a stupid reason. As I said many times, you know, if you're in the industry or if you're anyone who knows anything, you know, when you release a movie, there's a 70% chance your movie may not be playing in China. So everyone has that knowledge of that opportunity. Villager, do you think Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will underperform? Well, it's a conclusion. Everyone, look, it's an MCU movie, so I can't see it underperforming. I hope it's great so they see what they're going to be missing. I'm sure it'll be great. I don't think it will underperform, no. He'll start pretending to be sad that he's leaving Marvel. If he kills Rocket, he's gonna. I tell you what, everyone's coming after him. Not me, I don't care. But he's always arguing with people on Twitter about killing off Rocket. Marcus Walker, can't wait for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I'm sure that's the hot take round here. No, I'm looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because I can't wait for all these MCU fans to see what they're going to be missing. How's it go, Marcus, every time there's an MCU movie? Best movie ever! Villager, ha ha ha, it will be funny to see James act as if he'll be sad over leaving Marvel. The Marvel shields will eat it all up. It doesn't take much, does it? For the Marvel shields, forget about Mira eating flowers. The Marvel shields would eat flowers if Kevin Feige told them to. John, I watched Phone Booth the other day and I have not seen it in a very long time and I forgot how good it was. Phone Booth is Colin Farrell's best movie. Phone Booth is an excellent movie. Yeah, I love it. They did used to make really good movies, didn't they? Joel Schumacher, of course. Right, a few more comments, everyone, then we're going to wrap it up. Marcus Walker, that goes for DC too. The best DC film since The Dark Knight. Even Black Adam got that quote. No, actually, Marcus, every MCU film, right? Wasn't it you the other day who came here and goes, yeah, Wakanda forever, better than Black Adam, which you said purposely, right? Us DC fans don't do that, right? Kal-El, what did you think of Wonder Woman 84? I hated it. Bat Super, have you seen Unbreakable? Yeah, another great movie. Unfortunately, MCU shields don't like great movies. Alex Melvin, hey Mick, what just joined? What did I miss? Well, we've been live for 1 hour and 26 minutes, so you've missed a lot of conversation, my friend. Every time a Marvel movie is released, best movie ever, best movie ever. What's the Flash budget? 300 million? No. Probably around 150, 200. Marcus Walker, I have no DC Marvel bias. It's pointless if a film show is great. I will say it. Isaac Cruz Pineda, you said Pattinson makes a cameo in The Flash, right? In the early test screening I saw, he had a little cameo, a little one. And I mean a little one. Jamie Tipton 1, I watched Black Panther 2 earlier. It was okay. Yeah, that's what most people are saying. But unfortunately, they used the man's death to get some emotion out of the film, which I think is very immoral. Village MCU shows need to be put in their place. Kal-El, Pattinson is in The Flash. Very, very briefly. You bet it's really blinking, you miss it. Villager, tell us about Pattinson's cameo. What does he say or do? I'm just saying it's a brief cameo, very brief cameo, very brief. Villager, what about Bale's Batman? I did not see Bale's Batman. Bad Super sounds like reused footage for a brief multiverse cameo low. Alex Movin, who is the villain of The Flash? Time. Isaac Cruz Pineda, okay, but it's not a reused footage from the Batman, right? Jamie Tipton 1, Pattinson's version of Batman is set in an alternate Earth, right? For now it is anyway. But don't forget the Flash movie is a multiversal movie, or was a multiversal movie. Kal-El, this Flash movie sounds chaotic. Who knows what we're in for? Alex Melvin, does Pattinson speak in it? Kal-El, he whispers. Bat Super Mick will not spoil it. Stop asking. Alex Melvin, how is Zod in it? Love Michael Shannon. How is Zod in it? Oh, I can tell you that because it's common knowledge and it's all over the internet. Right. When Barry goes back to save his mum, he creates an alternate timeline called Flashpoint. In that Flashpoint, in that alternate timeline, Zod killed Kal-El as a baby, right? So there's no Superman in this Flashpoint alternate timeline. There's a Supergirl, right? So it's all Man of Steelish, but there's no Superman. So Zod fights Kara Zor-El, Supergirl. That's who he fights instead of Superman. So that's what you're getting. So they're literally treading in an alternate version of Man of Steel. It's great fun. But again, that is common knowledge anyway. I'm sure most of you know that. Marcus Walker, worried about how they will handle Zod. Alex Melvin, please tell me that they removed the Supergirl being the new Superman thing. Well, I'm sure you know by now, Alex, that Henry Cavill is back as Superman. So yeah, Kara and Superman are a twosome now. So she's not replacing him because he's back. Henry's officially told us he's back. So no, that's a dead thing. Black Superman is a dead thing. None of that is happening. And I personally am very happy about that. Now, if you want to bring Black Superman into it, we have Val Zod from the comics and we have President Superman. Please do that by all means. But don't make Clark Kent black. Because as you know, he's not. Not even black Superman fans wanted that to happen. Not the ones I spoke to. Village, of course they did. Zaslav would never allow that. Yeah, never. Zaslav isn't a progressive. He's the fucking opposite. Zaslav just wants to make money, mate. He don't give a shit about your politics. Khalil, do you watch Titans? I watched the first season. I enjoyed it, but I watched the premiere of the second season, but never carried on with it. Not for any particular reason. Isaac Cruz Pineda, I hope they added more to Pattinson's cameo in the new updated Flash. I don't know. Because it's literally very, as I say, blink and you miss it. That's it. No need to discuss it anymore. Alex Melvin, this is going to sound bad, but I don't want Supergirl to be in Man of Steel 2. Having Supergirl is pointless. She adds no value to Superman. Alex Melvin, I respect your opinion, but I couldn't disagree with you more. You read Supergirl in the comics and she's fantastic. But in live action, she hasn't been great. But a great version of Supergirl would add so much to Superman's character. And it's that Kryptonian connection he needs. So, no, I don't agree with that. But your opinion is yours. You own it. Cool. I have no idea what the future for Supergirl is, to be honest. That's another one. I would expect her to have a future, but what she's going to be doing and where she appears, who knows? Apart from the Flash movie. Marcus Walker, I hope they don't make Black Adam the villain of MOS 2. Yeah, that would be slightly dumb, wouldn't it? Villager, we need Zatanna. That will save the DCU. Well, the DCU hasn't even started yet. It doesn't need saving already, does it? Alex Melvin, it's hard enough to make Superman fight scenes as is. Imagine how hard it would be to add Supergirl into it. No, I don't understand, Alex, why that would be difficult. I mean, that's the challenge of making a movie. Making a superhero movie is challenging because of all the VFX. You know, having her involved doesn't. Yeah, I mean, you could have another supervillain. So, yeah, sorry, I don't really understand. Kal-El, Black Adam is a Shazam character. He must appear in Shazam 2 so he can get the ball rolling. Yeah, I mean, really, he should have been in the first Shazam and not have his own film. But there you go. Mine is not the reason why. Isaac Cruz Pineda, what are your thoughts about Pattinson and Cavill's Superman world's finest film in the future? I would really enjoy that. I think we will get a world's finest movie. Whether it's going to be Cavill and Pattinson, I don't know. But I would absolutely love Robert Pattinson to be the DCU Batman. But who knows? Jamie Tipton 1. Dwayne Johnson was against that idea. Yeah, and I disagree with him. Marcus Walker, if Pattinson has a Superman, it should be someone new. Well, don't forget, Marcus, after Flash or after when we start the new DCU, new timeline, you know, so doesn't necessarily have to be a new one, but who knows what they're going to do. Pattinson could join the new universe because it's going to be one universe. Alex Melvin, no, but when people want to see Black Adam and Superman, they refer to the awesome short those two were in. Shazam is going to be in that too. That short is Superman Shazam versus Black Adam. Maybe. Isaac Cruz Benada, wouldn't Cavill be a new Superman for Pattinson? Don't know. If Pattinson in a new timeline is in the same timeline as Henry's Superman, then that's it. Which I suppose would make him a new one. Don't know. He wouldn't remember. It'd be in a new timeline. No one remembers. I genuinely don't have a clue what they're planning. I wish I did. I'd love to know what they're planning for the DCU and if it's going to be connected to the DCEU, and if so, how it's going to be connected to the DCEU. So, no idea what I have. Literally at this point, all I've heard James Gunn say, it's a new universe. That's what he said. What that actually means, who knows? Hello, at the moment, everything looks messy in regards to DCU. Well, I don't think it looks messy because we don't know what the DCU is going to be like. So something can't be messy until you see, until you taste that. You know what I mean? We don't even know what they're planning. They have told us they are going to have, movies, TV, as one story spanning in movies, TV, animation, and games. Something doesn't sound messy to me. Sounds like a good business plan. Isaac Cruz Pineda, they would meet for the first time again, hopefully in better terms than how Affleck and Cavill's Superman met. Yeah, we want them to be mates. That's the idea. They can disagree, they can, but yeah, the way Affleck wanted to kill him, I mean, it didn't even make sense. It's pretty obvious that the Battle of Metropolis and the Battle of Smallville weren't Superman's fault. Anyone could have told him that. So why did he actually want to kill him? What did he do? It's only common sense, isn't it? Alex Melvin, Mick, I'm afraid of James Gunn's Margot's friendship. I think he's going to favour her, which I don't want because I don't like Margot's Harley. Yeah, I mean, I used to love her as Harley. I don't anymore. And yeah, that certainly, Alex, is a concern for sure. But luckily, we're getting a Lady Gaga Harley. And if we all make her successful, it's all about money at the end of the day. And he's got a boss as well. Kal-El, would you agree that the apprehension in regards to Gunn using Snyderverse actors is the potential to be similar to the previous regime in altering established arcs? I don't really. The only apprehension I see about that is from some Snyderverse stands. I don't see anyone worrying, about that. And, he's going to use Henry Cavill because Henry Cavill has come out and said he's back as Superman, right? I'm not apprehensive about that. I'm quite happy for him to use like the original castings. So I'm not apprehensive. I don't see it as a problem in terms of the regime. I think they will do the right thing. All the original cast are going to be playing the characters they in the DCEU. New timeline, new universe, anything's possible. And until concrete things, it's really hard to kind of have an opinion on it. Isaac Cruz Pineda, Snyder's story is finished. Yeah. I think that's pretty obvious, isn't it? Keller, where does the appreciation for Snyderverse actors from non-Snyder fans come from? Justice League. You see, this is what I call propaganda, fake propaganda. No. Where does the appreciation for Snyderverse actors come from non-Snyder fans? Right, listen, I'm a DC fan. I like Zack's movies, but as a business brand, it didn't work. Facts, right? I like the actors he chose. And I would love to see them continuing their roles. But also, I'm a DC fan. I'm not here for actors or a director. So I don't care who plays them as long as they do their job well. And that's it. So it's not from Justice League. Although Justice League did the Flash Superman race thing, which I thought was pretty awesome. Alex Melvin, James Gunn said the 5 most important characters for his DCU are Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Harley Quinn. How can you put Harley in 5th before Sunday Jail members is a huge red flag. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, don't forget he's got a boss, and he will have his ideas and stuff. But if Zaslav doesn't like what he does, it won't happen. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Isaac Cruz Pineda, no, it's finished. Kal-El, not finished, postponed. I'm just not going to get involved. I don't know anything. So we're all going to find out this shit together, right? And we'll respond to it accordingly. And I can't wait to do so. Isaac Cruz Pineda, the upcoming story is unrelated to Snyder, so it's finished. Alex Melvin, if Zaslav fires Gunn, the fandom will erupt because so many people love Gunn. It seems, which I don't get. His thoughts on the Justice League in Peacemaker turned me off. Right. Nobody's sacking anyone, right? All I'm saying is he's got a boss. So he has to answer to his boss. Nobody said anyone's firing anyone. Boom. Right. The reason the Justice League are catalogued in that movie because Gunn likes the connective tissue that Faith has in the MCU. I didn't mind the little jokes from Peacemaker about the Justice League. It's how you do connectivity. It's fun. And the reason they show up, because if they didn't, guess what you would have said, Alex? Well, where were the Justice League during all of this? People always do that, don't they? So I like the way he brought them in. And I didn't mind the gags about them. Kal-El, Gunn is on a tightrope with a lot of DC fans. Snyder fans. Other fans don't hate him. Other fans don't hate him. There's no reason to. He's got a good record. Scooby, great movie. Sliver, great movie. Guardians, great movie. Guardians 2, great movie. The Suicide Squad, great movie. Peacemaker, his best piece of work ever. Brilliant. He's got a great record. Now, he does do silly kind of humorous things, but that's him. And it's pretty popular. Kal-El, Gunn is heavily associated with Marvel. So what? What? I don't understand what your point is. Alex Melvin, and no, I'm not talking about the Peacemaker ending. I'm talking about when Peacemaker called Batman a pussy and he won that argument against his neighbor. Yeah, it's fun, mate. It's just fun. Isaac Cruz Pineda, I have a lot of faith in Gunn after the disaster DC was before. Yeah. A bad brand, incoherent, inconsistent. We know they need to do better. That doesn't mean I don't like Zack's movies, but they have to do better as a brand, as a franchise. We all know that. Kal-El, the Suicide Squad flop, that's not opinion, that's fact. But Kal-El, the Suicide Squad is a good movie. You know why that movie didn't do well in theatres. You know damn well, right? But it doesn't matter. Whatever the reason, the Suicide Squad is a great movie. I'm not a businessman. I don't have shares in WB or DC Comics. So that doesn't matter to me. I think he did a great job with the Suicide Squad. End of story, really. And it did really well on HBO Max, by the way. Yeah, it was viewed by more people than the Snyder Cut was, yeah? You asked for that, Kal-El. Sorry, mate. Alex Melvin, unpopular opinion, cinematic universes are overrated. Well, listen, if you enjoy something, it's not overrated. Everyone has a different perspective, Alex. For you, maybe shared universes are not exciting. Look, we don't have many shared universes anyway. I think the MCU was pretty cool for a few years. Not anymore, but yeah. Isaac Cruz Pineda, but it's what sells. Yeah, It's what sells. Now, that shouldn't be the predominant factor. It never used to be in the industry when I was young, but it is today. They make so much money. They want to make money. They're going to try and make it a shared universe. They ain't going back to Snyder. It's done. Marcus Walker, you have to view the humour through the lens of Peacemaker as a character who resents the league and believes rumours he has heard online. Yeah, you know, like a lot of propaganda merchants we talk to on here sometimes, or who we see on Twitter. Listen, Gunn is making fun of people who listen to rumours because he doesn't like these bloggers who sell fake shit. That's what Gunn's trying to do within his writing. I think it's okay. I don't have an issue with it. Alex Melvin, I don't like the Suicide Squad. Well, I do. Even you said, Meek, that you don't like parts of it in your DCU ranking. The only parts I liked were Rick Flag. No, I said that I didn't like the Harley Quinn. No, I liked the Harley Quinn killing off the geezer, but it was the progressive thing, the feminist thing they were doing. It stunk of her saying, let me go all feminist here. But ultimately, I did enjoy the Suicide Squad. And I can't deem that movie as a bad movie, so I did enjoy James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. Ratcatcher was brilliant, adorable, sweet. What's his name? Idris Elba was great in it. I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was great. Kal-El, King Shark was reduced to being a Groot light. I enjoyed King Shark in that movie, but yeah, he did change it. Marcus Walker, Snyder stands take 10-second clips of the show out of context. Well, I'm afraid Snyder stands take everything out of context to push what they're attempting to say, and people know them by now. Alex Melvin, will expect a lot more of feminists if Gunn and Margot are around. This is where we are today, my friend, and it's not just James Gunn. In fact, Zack Snyder is also very woke as well. I can point out lots of things. Marcus Walker, how was the Suicide Squad or Peacemaker feminist? I didn't say it was feminist. You heard exactly what I said. I'm not going to entertain anything else because it's not worth it. There's a bit when she kills the gangster, and it's clear what they're trying to say when she does that. Kal-El, Margot is not a good Harley. Birds of Prey was horrible. Birds of Prey was horrible. Yeah, talking about taking things out of context, hey, Marcus. Kal-El, they changed Black Mask big time. Yeah, they tried to make him a toxic male, didn't they? Alex Melvin, Marcus Walker, I'm not a Snyder fan. I didn't like the Batman is a pussy scene because Peacemaker wins the argument instead of being wrong about it like other scenes in that show. Oh, I loved it. I love Peacemaker. It's James Gunn's best work. The arc that Peacemaker goes through in the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker is absolutely fantastic, and I really enjoyed it. Isaac Chris Beneda, Peacemaker was a banger. I really enjoyed Peacemaker. I really did. I've watched it at least 2 times now. Personally, I loved it. That's it. If you didn't like it, good luck. It doesn't matter. You don't have to like what I like. It's cool. But I liked it. Isaac Cruz Beneda, especially the old man and Peacemaker bit about Ben Affleck and Batman was hilarious. What did he say about Superman, that he eats shit or something? Alex Melvin, how often is Gunn going to direct as of now? He's only slated for Peacemaker season 2. Well, he will. He's literally going to be locked in with WB once the arrangement kicks in. Not only will he be able to do the DC content of his choice, he's also going to be doing other WB projects of his choosing as well. Kal-El, I didn't like Peacemaker. I tried to watch, but the opening dance number was the cringy. Yeah, it's a little bit cringy, but apart from that, I love the song. By the way, the song's so cool, but the actual show, yes, an opening sequence doesn't make a show or a film. It's actually the content, and I love the content personally. And I would never judge something because of its opening credits. Alex Melvin, Marcus Walker, if you truly think that, then you're just as bad as Snyder. Villains escaping asylums are not Batman's fault. It's a joke. It's just a joke. Kal-El, Gunn used the Justice League to get ratings, but he had to disrespect them to be Uber. No, he didn't use them for ratings. They're part of the same universe. That's the point. That's why they were there. Gunn doesn't like OG. Look, Gunn doesn't like A-list characters as well. He likes James Gunn loves the underdog. So he favors them over the big characters. But now, it's all about everyone now. "10 people in the chat and only 8 likes. Jamie Titton 1, so the whole JL Darkseid storyline is over now. Most probably, but again, without having James Gunn on the channel, which is never going to happen, we can't clarify this. Or Peter Safran, or David Zaslav, or Mike DeLuca, or Pam Adby. We don't know. We simply don't know. I can't say yes or no with 100% certainty because I don't have any information. This could go either way. Isaac Cruz Pineda, Snyder's story is finished. It's done. It's not coming back. It's time for a new DCU. I couldn't agree more. Hello, it's not over, Low, especially if they want a crisis event. Well, that was the original plan, but is the original plan still a thing? I have my doubts, but who knows? If they go for crisis, that's why Affleck's in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom to give a little warning to Arthur Curry. And that's it. It doesn't actually mean he's back as Batman. But maybe Keaton, maybe the information I got is wrong about Keaton because Jason Momoa tried to hint that maybe Keaton and Affleck are in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Who knows? Who knows? Kal-El, if it's done, wipe the actors and start afresh. The thing is, Kal-El, Zack Snyder doesn't own those actors. Zack Snyder doesn't own the DC property. So if they want to use those original castings, they can. So they're using Henry Cavill, whether you like that or not. Oh, dear. Dear. Isaac Cruz Pineda, they can still use the same actors, but it won't follow Snyder's story arc. I think, yeah, I agree with that. Right, guys, I mean it this time. 6 minutes to go, then I'm going. It's probably nearly midnight here. Maybe, I don't know. Isaac Cruz Pineda, just accept it, mate. It's finished. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hello, those actors are only associated with Snyderverse. My friend, they've been in fucking Justice League. They've been in Aquaman. Gal's been in Wonder Woman 84. That's beyond Snyderverse. Alex Melvin, why doesn't Snyder just say it's over? He would gain a lot of respect from people that hate him and his fans can stop. But he doesn't want it to be over. That's the thing. So if he doesn't say it's over, his fans will keep on going, like Kal-El here. Kal-El, I wouldn't be so sure. Jamie Tits say, you're not in the UK. I live in Cyprus, my friend. Alex Melvin, then Zach is evil. Alex, calm down. Chill out. Come on. That's a bit strong, isn't it? I know people in Hollywood have got a certain reputation, but Kal-El, calm down, calm down, calm down. Alex Melvin encouraging his fans to hate is bad. Well, he's not encouraging them to hate, he's encouraging them to fight. Marcus Walker, if he did, the Snyder stands would think he had a deal and he's lying. Yeah, that's true, actually, yeah. Well, look at what Scott Bakula did with the new Quantum Leap. A day before it premiered, or a day or two before it premiered, he literally made a big statement on Twitter saying he wasn't going to be involved. Although some people think he's lying as well. Kal-El, people didn't believe the Snyder Cut existed. Yeah, that's different, my friend. We all knew it did exist because we saw him wrap the fucking thing up in London. So that was a different thing. And there wasn't actually a Snyder Cut. There wasn't a finished movie. He had shot a movie, he had lots of cuts of it, but there wasn't a finished movie. That's why he needed 70 million to actually put the movie together. But the Snyder Cut situation is totally different to this. New leadership now. Alex Melvin, they should let Zach finish his jail on Netflix. This situation is so annoying. James Hickman 1. Quantum Leap may be axed already, apparently. That doesn't surprise me. People should have, if you're going to bring back Quantum Leap, at least allow people who liked the original show to bring it back. It's like you should have people making Star Wars who like Star Wars. Hello, did you like Watchmen? I did, yes, I did. I watched it once. I wouldn't go back to it like many times, but I did like it, yeah. Look, Zack Snyder is a really good director. No question about that. Jamie Lipton's one, it's gone woke. Well, actually, to be honest with you, Quantum Leap was always woke, even in the early days, if you go back and watch it. But I've always said this, there's good woke and there's bad woke. Woke actually isn't a bad thing. Like, the original meaning is when you're trying to create social commentary for something that needs kind of representing. So it's not supposed to be a bad thing. But as I say, there's good woke, which is the stuff we saw in Quantum Leap, and there's bad woke, basically where the new Quantum Leap wants to tick every single box, but doesn't represent those characters in a good way, by the way. Hello, I would like Peter Jackson to direct a Green Lantern movie. Yes, please. Yes, please. Peter Jackson's a freaking genius. Isaac Cruz Pinedo, I sometimes wish Warner Brothers never rushed Snyder to get those films out, and maybe we would have gotten a solid cinematic universe. I think they were always going to be divisive, my friend, whether they were rushed or not. Hello, another Ring saga would be awesome. Yeah. People had issues with how he went about things. So, Marcus Walker, Zach is definitely a great director, but I think he should leave the storytelling to others. I didn't like Army of the Dead. I did enjoy Army of the Dead, but it isn't a classic. You watch it once and you forget it. That's what Army of the Dead is. And I don't know what makes them think that people want to see loads and loads of spin-offs of that. Hopefully, Rebel Moon seems like this is going to be the thing. So basically, this either makes him or breaks him. Because, people are always going to be split on Zack Snyder. I don't really understand it. I mean, it's pretty obvious he's good at what he does. I don't think he's a particularly good writer, no. He didn't write Man of Steel. That's why that was probably a better film than BVS, in my opinion. Two people wrote that film who actually know how to write, in Christopher Nolan and David Goyer. Alex Melvin, Snyder should have never been hired, period. Who the hell gets a director of Sucker Punch 2 to direct Superman, one of Christopher Nolan's only misses? Kal-El, Goyer should come back. I like David Goyer. I do like David Goyer. I still don't. I don't agree with some of the stuff he did in Man of Steel, but yeah, he's a good writer. The Codex idea was a great idea, which Snyder didn't want to continue with. That was a mistake. So we're going to find out. sooner rather than later what the plan is, because right now you don't know, I don't know, who knows? Kal-El, Goya wrote Blade, which saved Marvel. Blade's a good movie. Blade is a good movie. And Blade 2 is a good movie too. I don't think it saved Marvel because there wasn't a Marvel Cinematic Universe at the time. Are you talking about he wrote the comics? Not sure. Because I know he has written for DC. Not sure about Marvel. Right, everyone. Wow, we've had solid 10 viewers, which is good for me, for about an hour. So thank you very much for coming in. Jamie Tipton 1. Chris Chibnall should rewrite Man of Steel 2. Joking, ha ha ha. Alex Melvin, MCU about to ruin Blade. They're going to make the new movie about his daughter. Marcus Walker and the Snyder Stans even call Sucker Punch a misunderstood masterpiece. Yeah, look, I'm not going to get into Sucker Punch because I've never even seen it. I'll be honest. It wasn't a movie I said, oh, I must watch that. The animated movie about the owls, I really liked that. That's brilliant. But yeah, right. This has been Movies TV Man. I'm Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wives. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss this beautiful perfection. And until I see you next time, goodbye, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. It's been a great live, everyone. Really had a good time. Thank you for the interactions. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. We will be back tomorrow morning around 10 a.m. UK time for the DC Universe Daily Live. I will record a special video for you, as I always do after that. And then I will be back like I'm back every night with our special explosive live conversation as we've been doing tonight. Kal-El, peace out. Peace out, brother. Kal-El, tell me what Sucker Punch is about, Marcus. Marcus can do that next time. I'm going. So anyway, thank you, everyone. You've all been great. Thank you very much. I digress. I see you in the morning. See you later. Thank you very much. Goodbye.